The Natural Land Institute's been working on protecting the Sugar River for almost 50 years, and this Ottertail Marsh project is at the lower end of the river valley, and Mark Cagnoni came to us a few years ago and said it was time to talk about putting a conservation easement on it. He'd invested a lot of his personal time and effort in restoring the whole area, and he wanted to make sure it was going to be protected forever.
Bought it in 1974. I just heard that. Green heron?
Green heron.
Yeah, yeah. They usually nest over in the willow, over on this marsh. And, but yeah, we've had it since 1974. And the original farm was 550 acres, and we plowed till, or planted till 79. And I finally convinced my dad that it really wasn't worth farming, so I started digging out ditches and oxbows and putting in water control structures to control the water, and I started raising plants and wetland species and would put them in on my areas where I dug, and learned how to basically grow it from seed, grow as it could be, and because it's probably the wildest river we have in northern Illinois, and very clean water, and I've just tried to protect it.
And so we were able to work with him, secure grants, and purchase a conservation easement on the property, and this will be an anchor for expanding and doing more protection projects on both sides, upstream and downstream from here, until we've essentially created a greenway along the whole river. That's been our plan from the very beginning, and this was an opportunity to continue that.
And this project protects how much of the river then?
About 1.5 miles of the Sugar River, which is one of the really pristine wild rivers in northern Illinois. Most people don't know it's here, but it's a great natural resource and recreational resource for this area. And then there's 130 acres in the project itself.
What are some of the targets or resources that this protects?
River otter, sandhill cranes, Blanding's turtles, which are on the endangered species list in Illinois. Lots of priority species like red-headed woodpeckers, wood ducks. I mean, the whole list of species of concern are found not only on this 130 acres, but in this whole lower section of the Sugar River. It is also part of a natural area inventory site because the river is so clean and has such a diversity of aquatic species and habitats along it. So it's a real important area, and we're glad to be able to work on it again.
I grew up not too far from here, and what actually got me really was when I was a kid, I had a marsh behind my house, and that's where I picked up that love for wetland plants. And I had an old John boat, and I used to push pole through it and study the plants and the animals. And,
is that marsh still around?
It's just an ugly old hole now. That's what I call them. Watering hole. Several years ago, I got cancer, and my prognosis was not really good, and I really was worried what was going to happen to the land if I'm not around to look after it. And that's how it came about, and I wanted to protect it.